Ever sat in a car on a hot day and felt like you just walked into an oven, but then you tint the windows and suddenly it's cooler, more comfortable, and the glare absolutely disappears? So what's actually happening when you apply window film to your car? Today we're breaking down the science of window tint and how it actually works. I truly believe to be the best installer, you need to know how window tint film actually works by science and not just by thoughts. Sunlight isn't just light. It's made of three main types of radiation. First one is ultraviolet, which is also known as UV, which is invisible but harmful. These cause skin damage and interior fading. Number two is visible light, the light you can see. This affects brightness and glare into your car or home. Number three is infrared or IR radiation. This is invisible heat energy. This is what makes your car feel like an absolute sauna on those hot summer days. Window tint works by selectively blocking and filtering these different parts of the light spectrum so you're in a more cool, comfortable environment. So the physics of heat. Here's the key principle. When sunlight enters your car, surfaces like your dashboard and seats absorb that radiation. They then radiate the energy as heat, which is what you're going to feel. Because your windows are partially trapped heat energy, the temperature rises similar to the greenhouse effect. Window tint reduces this heat by building up blocking energy before it enters the actual vehicle. So types of tint technology and what you commonly see. So modern window tint isn't just dark film, it's engineered using advanced materials. There's a couple major types of film that we commonly talk about quite a bit. First is going to be dyed film. Dyed film contains dye that absorbs light. It reduces glare, appearance of brightness. It also absorbs some heat or a little bit of heat, but not highly efficient. This is going to fade over time and typically only lasts 3 to 5 years. It's cheaper on the spectrum of window films that you could buy, purchase, and install on your vehicle. Next is going to be a metallized film. This contains microscopic metallic particles. It reflects solar radiation away from the glass. Stronger heat rejection than dyed film, but it can interfere with radio or phone signals, which we see a big component on those new Tesla, on those new electric vehicles. Next is going to be carbon film. So carbon film is a mid-entry film. Carbon window tint film is made of carbon particles which are embedded in the film, which block infrared light and reduce heat inside the vehicle without interfering with electronic signals. It provides excellent heat rejection, reduces glare, resists fading over time, and gives windows a deep matte black appearance. This is a great mid-entry film that is good for moderate climates. Next is going to be our ceramic film, which is an advanced technology. It contains nanoceramic particles. This is a non-metallic film and blocks a large amount of infrared heat. It's not going to interfere with electronics or the electric cars. It has high clarity with high heat rejection compared to the other three that we just talked about. This is what's called selective spectral filtering. This is where the real science comes into play. So everybody always wants to talk about ceramic film. So what is the actual science about ceramic film? How is it better than other films that we've talked about? And why is it the best to install on your car? Ceramic tint uses nanoparticles engineered to target infrared wavelengths specifically. Infrared radiation has a longer wavelength than visible light. Ceramic particles are designed to absorb, scatter, and block those particles. Infrared energy while still allowing visible light through. And that's why you can have light-colored ceramic film that still blocks massive amounts of heat compared to other types of film. It's not about darkness, it's about wavelength control. So let's talk about VLT, which is visual light transmission, and IR rejection, which are the two main components of your window film. Two scientific measurements that we want to look at: VLT, which is visual light transmission. This is the percentage of visible light allowed through your window film. Lower VLT equals darker tint, but darkness does not equal heat rejection. So if I have a 5% film, that's a lower number. That's going to block more of the visible light. If I have a lighter film, we're looking at 35, 50, or 70. Next is going to be IR rejection, which measures how much infrared heat is blocked. You can have 50% VLT, which is a lighter film, with 90% infrared rejection. That's advanced material science at work. UV protection. Almost all quality window films block 99% of UV radiation. This protects skin from long-term UV exposure, leather and dashboard from fading, plastics from cracking. UV rays are short wavelength, high energy radiation. Window film contains UV inhibitors that absorb and neutralize this energy before it passes through your windows. The energy equation. Window tint is solar energy enters, absorbed, converted to heat, and then trapped inside. With tint, A proportion is reflected, absorbed in the film, and blocked at the glass surface. Less energy is going to enter the cabinet. So less energy absorbed equals lower equilibrium temperature. That's thermodynamics in action, how your window film actually works to keeping a cooler, better environment in your home and in your car. So why does it feel instant? When you open a car door with ceramic tint installed, you feel less heat immediately. That's because a couple major reasons. Less infrared radiation is penetrating, aren't strong as heat. Radiant heat is transferred, reduced. Your body senses radiant heat directly, so blocking IR makes a noticeable difference fast when you install window film. So, window tint doesn't just darken your windows, it's engineered material science. It filters specific wavelengths, it controls energy transfer, it reduces radiant heat, and blocks UV damage. It's physics, nanotechnology, and thermodynamics all applied to a thin film on glass. So that is how window tint actually works. So if you want to learn how to install professionally or understand the technology deeper, that is what we teach here at the Tint Academy. We have courses across Canada and the US, from New York, Orlando, Montreal, Toronto, Vancouver, Edmonton, and all the way in California. If you want to learn a better skill, run a profitable business, and change your life, click down below and learn how one of our courses can help you learn that skill today so you can make more money down the road.
At the starting of the week, I tell me talks, you'll hear them speak. It's only Monday.